So, hello and a very warm welcome to this very special episode. July 29th, when she won, the first question was, when is she coming to Sports Today, India Today? And there you have it, Chess World Cup winner, 88th Grandmaster, and the new sensation of India at this point in time, the new queen. Divya Deshmukh joins us exclusively on Sports Today, India Today. Divya, firstly, thank you so much for taking time out and joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Divya, it's been 5 days. You entered Bantumi as the IM and one of the strong contenders for the World Cup title. 5 days later, 88th Grandmaster, World Cup winner, candidates, you are sealed your spot in. You met Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, you met Sports Minister, you have been touring the whole country after Bantumi. First major question, how much sleep have you had? How much you managed to recover? And are you still processing it 5 days later?
Mm, I haven't had any sleep. It's been quite a chaotic week, but I think this is the kind of chaos that people want. So I cannot complain much. But I think I definitely need a lot more time to recover.
I mean, Divya, when you came back to Nagpur, the reception that you had, and there was one very poignant moment when you showed Rahul's photo to the crowd. And we all know Rahul has had such a huge impact in Nagpur. He's responsible for the way how you have become Ronak also. What were the thoughts when Humpy played at six, that final blunder? The first moments after that, what were you processing? What was the thing that, yes, that realization that you are going to win the World Cup? What was those immediate maelstrom of emotions that you're going through?
I think since I was so indulged in the game, you cannot let your emotions overcome you before the game ends, as there is always a fighting chance. So, for me, the moment it hit was almost 30 seconds before she resigned. So, I didn't have much of a time to process it. And once she actually resigned, it was a flood of emotions, and yeah, it was quite surreal.
Divya, there is a very viral video that has been going on. I mean, you, Gukesh, Leon, in one video, you're all there discussing the nuances of the game. You also had another video in which the aggression. Now, the way how you played, even in the rapid tiebreakers, the openings were very drawish, Catalan, Queen's Gambit, but your aggression ensured that there could be some kind of counterplay. How do you bring about this aggression right from the very beginning? What is the one thing that has always motivated you to be so aggressive on the chessboard?
I think it's just the way I have been brought up. It's been with me for years. It's nothing new for me. So, if for me it's just inbuilt to look for aggressive ways to complicate the game. I think I am much better in those situations. So, I think it's just natural.
It's just natural. But then, Divya, what was that one game that ensured that, okay, that gave you that mental space that, yes, I am going to go for the title? What was that one game which gave you the confidence that you could go all the way?
I think I always had faith in myself that I wanted to go for the title, but I was never really aiming for the title as I wanted to focus one game at a time. And then finally, when I reached the finals, I was like, okay, maybe now it's time for her to fight for the title.
Just in the finals. But
Yes.
Divya, now you have been given a lot of names, the Queen, the Diva, the Bollywood girl. I'll come to a bit of that a bit later. But can I call you now the Chinese Grandmaster Killer? Because you have been on a roll ever since last month, before the World Cup. You beat Hui Fan in the World Rapid and Blitz Team Championships, which got appreciation from the Prime Minister also. She and Hui Fan is one of the best Chinese players and in the world at this point. You've beaten Zhu Jiner, you've beaten Tan Zhongyi. What is that one thing that has made you so consistent against the Chinese? What is that one weakness that you've uncovered in this whole situation? Because you've been beating them consistently for the past 1 month.
Um, um, it's a tough question. I don't know if it's about them. They're, of course, all of them are very strong chess players, but I think there was nothing new that I did. I just kept fighting till the end, and I think that is what helped me.
Okay, Divya, there is this one thing in the entire chess World Cup. Your opening prep as well as your defensive endgame was also pretty solid. You talked about your seconds. You had a Hungarian who burned the midnight oil to ensure that he got you the thing. What different did you do in the World Rapid and Team Blitz and in the Chess World Cup? What was the adjustments that you had to make?
I don't think it's comparable how different both the tournaments are. First of all, the format, this is a classical event, not a rapid blitz. So that one is, let's say, a little less stressful as it's also happening it's happening every year, and World Cup is something that happens only every 2 years. And I yeah, that was also a team event. This is an individual event. So I don't think it's comparable. That the preparation was obviously much different. For this, I had to work a lot more. And it was quite a test also because it was elimination. So we could go home any moment. So it was a test of strength, resilience, physical and emotional strength.
Divya, last couple of questions. I mean, the confidence that you had mentioned after the interview when you won the title, it was fate. And beating Humpy was nothing new because you had beaten her in the Rapids during the Tata Steel chess tournament also. But then why did you say that it was fate? Because looking at your solid play, we felt that, okay, you were equal going into the final at that point.
I said fate to the fact that I got my GM title this way, not beating Humpy.
Yeah.
It was fate because before, of course, before going into the tournament, I did not have any norms, and now within overnight from an IM to GM with no norms, that is why I said it was fate.
Okay. Divya, when you look at it now, we are in really the golden period of chess. That Gukesh at the age of 18 is the world champion. Pranav Venkatesh is the world junior champion. You and Humpy are in the candidates and you have been consistently doing well. But there's a slight dark undercurrent in the fact that you are now only our fourth women grandmaster, female grandmaster. There is a question asked, why doesn't India produce more female grandmasters? And with this win, are you hopeful that yes, we will now start producing more female grandmasters from India on a consistent basis?
Definitely. I was very happy when Humpy reached the finals because for Indian chess, I think it's a great thing that the cup comes to India for Indian young girls especially because they are going to take motivation either way. Whether I win or Humpy wins, it's going to be very inspiring for them. So I was very happy when that happened, and I'm hoping that it does encourage a lot of young girls. And I think the due to the recent chess boom, it's quite obvious that this is not the end and there are going to be many more.
Last question, Divya. You've been called the CEO. We know the reason why it was that for. Dina called you the Bollywood girl, and that attire that you wore when because of the color, the attire, you kept on winning the games. Now, are you going to think more about the chess that you'll play in the Grand Swiss and the candidates, or are you going to ponder about the attire that you may wear because that might give you luck in one of the tournaments?
No, no, of course not. Uh, I don't spend so much of my energy thinking about what I'm going to wear. Definitely, it's not even like it maybe takes 1% of my mind space. And it's something that helps me build confidence, makes me feel powerful. So that is why I do it. And chess is going to be the focus. Definitely not my clothes.
Exactly. Now, Divya, the inspiration that I hope that you're saying through this interview is there were a couple of young girls in Nagpur in the central park that was dedicated where they all said that yes, after Divya Didi's win, everybody of us is inspired to take up the game more and ensure we follow your path. So, thank you so much for inspiring us, Divya, and thank you so much for giving one more addition to a glorious chess chapter. We will now never forget July 29th, 2025. Thanks to your achievements and all the best for the Grand Swiss as well as for the candidates. May the cups come back home.
Thank you so much.
And there we have it, folks. Divya Deshmukh, the queen of Indian chess at this point. And thank you so much for spending time and subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.